Hello.
All right, my man.
Hello.
We're doing a very special Do-Badder update for the Monarch's Way Ultra, and so it's
So
important.
Big Badder's little badder.
Little Baden, little sister.
Maybe it's big.
Big,
Yeah, Do Badder's little sister.
yeah. Bad
Anyway,
Bad Boy's little sister. Something. Whatever the equivalent of E4 is, or the stuff they put on ITV2.
uh,
That's the equivalent of
is
this.
this? Well, no, we're more Dave or nuts, aren't we? If we're honest.
Dave is exactly it. I'd asked the
Oh,
question.
Dave. Yeah.
I said the question on the Facebook group, saying I'd obviously been looking, at Eurosport and everything to see the auspicious start of it, and possibly I couldn't find it on any of the channels on cable or satellite, and someone suggested that I try Babe Station, which I think would be perfect setting for the Monarch's Way Ultra.
I see. If David Hillard was involved, I think it would be Babe Station. I think if Jodie Rainsford is involved, we'd probably be on two. I reckon. Yeah, BBC Two, I reckon, would be the home of Bad Boy Running.
Oh, I'd like to think I was Sky Arts or BBC Four, but we can say
You're
that
not.
as long as
You're not, mate.
as long as it's not BBC Three.
Is there still a BBC Three?
I think it's just online now, isn't it? Which means no, there isn't.
Yeah.
So how are you? So you're coming to the end of the first day.
My life. Oh yes.
So okay. So
yes.
So
What a day! What a day! The dramas. What a day! It's been so exciting.
So if people haven't been following the track and everything today, then there was drama right at the start. But before
there was no drama really.
Well, there's no drama, but there was a bit. Well, there's a bit of drama for people tracking you. There was intrigue and a bit of drama.
I bet it was exciting.
It was more exciting than we thought it was going to be.
I was there, and it was exciting.
But you, so how was the start? What was the
what a start? What a start! There was the rain started at 9:59, exactly on cue. John, who's the head of the Monarch's Way Association, was there.
Oh yeah.
Which was exciting. He brought his laminated yellow Monarch's Way banner. I got to touch it. It's like the bio tapestry. Oh, it's amazing. And it says the Monarch's Way on it.
What I love about this is the fact that this is probably the only time anyone ever talks about the Monarch's Way to them, isn't it?
I know. They're so excited. We discussed distances. The hottest topic at the moment for the last decade has been, could it be 637? I've thrown the gauntlet in and suggested it could be 640. That's going to put ripples through the association for the next 20 years now. Linley and I seem to be differing slightly on the total ascent. He reckons it's 43,000 and I reckon it's 83,000.
That's quite a discrepancy. Quite a discrepancy indeed. But the great thing is you're going to live it, so we don't have to.
Yes.
So the start was good. Then we saw the picture. We saw it wasn't sort of the equivalent of the MDS helicopters going over the top as you run out to Highway to Hell
in the shape of a 31.
In the shape of a 31.
No, if we would have gone out to Talking Heads Road to Nowhere, I think. Sorry about the noise. I'm going past the canal with lots of wateriness. I think we'd have gone out to Talking Heads Road to Nowhere or Chris Rear's Road to Hell. Yeah. Anyway, it was a very exciting start. I was in the elite pens, so obviously I didn't get any fun runners or anything in the way.
I saw you at the front. I saw you leading the charge out.
I was leading for the first couple of 100 meters. I wanted for them to avoid the Do-Badder mine I'd left. I just thought it'd be awkward. So I steered them around that, pointed out where it happened. And then I stopped for a whiz and it cost me the race, Jodie, because they got ahead of me and I've not recovered it since.
But has it cost you the race? Because then we're talking about the flashpoint of the day.
Well,
of course. Go on. Talk us through it. Because we lived it. We lived it here on the Facebook group at home.
God, it's still reeling in my head. It's shocked the sports world, if I'm honest. I mean, I'm literally imagining Gary Lineker and a person, a Paula Radcliffe maybe, just discussing this for weeks.
So what was the mile? How many miles was it at? That there was a divergence between the.
We were 12 miles in, or about 3 hours 15 in when I won, which was pretty exciting.
And so explain what the issue is with that section. So there were two routes to go.
Well, no, there's 4 routes to go. If you remember from my description, you've got the OS map, you've got the guidebook, you've got the GPX files, or you've got what the signs say on the ground. And the race directors said, look, guys, it's going to be chaotic sometimes. Do the best you can, which is actually fair enough. But there are some sections where the OS map, the guidebook, and the signs on the ground all agree, and the GPX files are wrong. And that's just unlucky. Lindley's bought them off somebody, and that person, maybe the cat went across the keyboard when they were tracking that bit or whatever. But I had pointed this out, and in fact, Droitwich was one of the bits I had pointed out. And you could argue that avoiding Droitwich is pretty sensible, because I've been there today and I can tell you it's well worth avoiding. But the bottom line was 3 hours 15 in, despite being told in the race briefing that they should be using the guidebook as the principal source of navigation, our 2 spine racers went slamming out past the outskirts of Droitwich following the GPX file, much to my amusement, if I'm honest. And I won. So that's pretty cool.
So
they stayed off trail for 2.1 miles because I sat and watched them live on their own live tracker.
Yeah.
And then what I also did was screenshot myself going the right way, just because I thought people might want to know what the Monarch's Way looks like.
And so the upshot of that is that they haven't got disqualified, but
no.
Right, okay, they haven't got disqualified.
Let's defend them a little bit. They've been bombarded with a million different ways to navigate this route. So you can't really blame them for, following one of the routes they got given, but it isn't the right one.
Right. So they've not been disqualified. So,
no.
But that means that they cannot have an official course record because they've avoided part of it. Is that right?
That would be my interpretation. I think the race comes under the race director, but I think the record for the trail comes under the Monarch's Way Association. So you've really got to give a massive round of applause to Chris and Alan, who shot themselves in the head this morning, 3 hours into a 14-day race.
So
it's quality.
There's a possibility if they get to the end, they could possibly win the race, but
not have the record.
Not have the record.
I don't know. What would you see? Here's the debate I've been having with a few people. What's cooler, winning a Monarch's Way Ultra or holding the record? Let's call it the world record because it sounds better. The world record for doing the Monarch's Way.
Oh, I don't know. Winning a marathon or being first under 2 hours.
Holding the world record.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a difficult
Would you rather
one.
have a world record doing a marathon or win a marathon?
I think it would be. I don't know. I think it would be cooler to say. If you've won a race before, it probably wouldn't matter. But if you've never won a race, winning a race would be a good thing.
True. We haven't discussed this, but I did accidentally come second once in an ultra as well. So I came pretty close.
That is pretty close.
That was by accident.
But it'd be better to have both, really. It'd be better to unify the titles.
Well, what we would do is we would bring the sporting world back together.
Yes, absolutely.
Because they're split into 2 very distinct camps now.
Yeah.
Camps of giving a shit, which is about 4 people, and the rest of the planet who couldn't give a fuck this weekend and have enjoyed their weekend.
Oh, Pat, tell you what, the thing is, what I've loved is while you've been doing this, the events and things people have been doing on this lovely sunny. Well, it's been sunny down here. It's been lovely down here.
That's it. It's been sunny down there. Well, that's good because we've had all of the rain here.
Because the worst possible situation would be getting absolutely soaked through on the first day. So
yeah, that happened.
So are you soaking? Is this an issue?
Yes. My body's fine, but my feet just got wet. You can't, when you've got waterproof socks on that are breathable, they're only going to last so long before your feet get sort of mushy inside anyway.
Oh, right.
And
right.
by about 6 hours in, my feet were getting mushy, so I had to get them out of those socks, and it just the heavens just kept coming at me. It was hilarious. I'd get like waterproof trousers on, waterproof jacket on, put the rucksack back on. It would piss with rain, and 5 minutes later the sun would come out, bake me hot. So I'd take the top off, take the trousers off, then the rain would come back, and it just got. Well, it was just a fun game, I guess.
And so what? So it's now 25 to midnight. Whereabouts are you on the course right now?
Yes. I'm just coming into Green Forge. I'm literally just about to arrive at checkpoint 1. According to my plan and my pacings, I'm actually an hour and a half ahead of schedule.
So
And I actually think psychologically I've pushed a little bit harder today because
oh,
Alan and Chris are trying to break the sub 2 hour marathon on the next stretch that they're doing.
oh yeah, I've noticed they've already gone out, haven't they? They've left the
They've left
checkpoint and
CP1, yeah. I suspect their plan is to maybe sleep at CP3 after 150 miles.
right.
I don't know. I'm beginning to think that spine racers might have something wrong with them in their heads. It may. I've not really met runners quite like it. You know how the Royal Marines are like a little bit more bonkers than everybody else, like the army and stuff.
Yeah.
Spine racers seem to have a little bit of a screw loose in their heads. It's fascinating. One of them's dressed in he's in a check shirt and shorts, like he's
Yeah,
wandering around London taking tourist photos.
yeah. I was
And he's
surprised.
even got a bow tie with him in
I was
case he
surprised.
goes to a pub.
I was surprised with that outfit. Either it's the most ridiculous outfit ever, or it's just the
No,
ultimate
it's full do-badder.
in
Yeah.
confusing you. I mean, I imagine he's going to get changed into maybe a Santa outfit for the next stretch or something. But
I,
underneath
I,
it's there's something there to allow him to progress at
I can't
speed.
cope with these. I can't cope with. Yeah, I can't cope with these mind games. You know, I mean, tomorrow they could be running in dinosaur outfits, and it's messing with my head, Jodie. No one expects this kind of stuff. You know, like tomorrow they might be running along with an inflatable boat for no reason, just to fuck with my head.
So have
The
you
mind games. Oh, it's endless.
so have you so what's your plan then at the checkpoint? Is that going to be change of clothes and
Well,
move on, or what?
yeah. The thing is, it's been really wet today. You know, your plan should always be flexible. I'm 90 minutes ahead of schedule, so I'm going to bank those 90 minutes for sleep. You know, I feel like I'm at bullseye. I've had a great day, Jodie. It's been great. I'm not going to risk anything for the speedboat. I'm going to go home with the patio furniture.
Lovely.
You know, it's been lovely. I'm going to take the cash and I'm going to go back with the patio furniture. So I'm going to bank the extra time. Instead of having 3 hours sleep, I'm going to go for 4.5, 5 hours. And I might as well sleep at the checkpoint because Lindley's put a tent up. I can get all my gear out inside that tent, let it all dry off a bit, you know, and have a better 5 hours sleep while Alan and Chris carry on doing another 100 miles or so,
And
or whatever their plan is.
So you seem like you're in good spirits. I don't know whether that's just because I've just got on the phone to you. Have you been in any dark places today, or
I've been in
felt-
plenty of dark places. I've just been through Stour Bridge on a Saturday night. And no one should go through there in Lycra at 9:30 on a Saturday night in Stour Bridge. People stopped what they were doing to just watch me as I went down the high street. It was like I was either Jesus or a space alien. It was the weirdest thing. I went into the subway to get a sports snack.
Yeah.
And
Sports snack.
the woman behind the counter, I felt like she was going to say, "We don't want no trouble here, sir." It was weird. But yeah, everyone's out in their high heels, and you know, the women of Birmingham have a certain shape, shall we say? And yeah, so that was Stalbridge.
Well,
Good
okay,
times.
okay. So everything seems to be on track here, really. So it seems like you've got everything under control. You're
Well,
saying, is that your first day's gone well?
my first day's gone all right. Yeah, it's gone to plan. And I never factored for this level of mind gamage from the other two, you know? I mean, tomorrow afternoon, one of them might register as an airline pilot, and I'll spend 3 hours trying to understand why he's done that. I'm telling you, these spine racer guys are a different level for mind games.
They stuck together. I've noticed they stuck together, which I don't know
Yeah.
whether you.
Well, it's a sensible tactic because they both did the same spine race. One of them finished and one DNF'd, so they're perfect match for each other for a longer race, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, the thing about the spine race is that it's purposefully in a winter race. It's you you never assume it's always going to be awful conditions. So you go into that knowing that the conditions are awful, the nav's awful. It's a pretty awful race, the whole way around. So,
what you're saying there is ringing a lot of bells with the last podcast.
Yeah. So I don't, you just don't know. We'll see. It's only day one, isn't it? As long as you feel as though
only day one.
It's going fine.
There's something weird happening online as well.
Okay,
and I don't mean Pete Reese's browser history.
So you've had people.
Well, I mean, there's two things that's been amazing today.
Right, go on. Yeah, so you've had people
two things that are amazing. Yeah. So, well, first of all, random people, Do-Badders have turned up. It's awesome. So I was running across this field, and I see this red T-shirt running towards me, and I'm like, it's a Do-Badder. And it was fucking Do-Badder just comes out from across the field, and someone's running over. So that was amazing, being met by a Do-Badder today. And then, so I've had two random people now just been waiting on the trail for me to come and walk some of the section with me. Amazing. Which is amazing.
That is amazing. What, Do-Badders?
One guy said no. One guy said there's a bit of chatter on a forum about it, and he heard about it, and he does a lot of ultra running, and he was nearby, and he thought he'd come out and just hang out. But he was saying that people were talking about there's two guys bombing along and some nutter at the back who's going to try and power walk it, and I think I've become the kind of underdog.
Perfect position. That's the perfect position.
But how amazing! Well, yeah, when you're at the back, I can only improve. It can't get any worse than where I am now.
Still second.
Think about it. See, it's mind games. It's reverse. I'm still second fastest, although Alan's technically Scottish. So
wait a minute. I didn't hear any of that. Sorry.
I'm going to say I'm fastest Brit.
So what did you say?
I was going under a bridge. He's Scottish, so I'm going to say I'm fastest English. Is that allowed?
Fastest English and Welsh. Yeah, they normally bundle us together.
Yeah. So it's in the bag now.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, it's exciting. The record's in the bag. All I've got to do is walk it in. I might or might not win. Anything could happen tomorrow. It might be that Alan and Chris are running in tangerine outfits, or that it's naked Sunday. You can't tell with spine races. Anything could happen.
Okay, so where are you going to? What are the key points tomorrow? So if there's any Do-Badders listening, they can meet you on.
Tomorrow's exciting. Tomorrow is Boscobel House twice, because we're doing a giant circle. It's an anti-clockwise loop with another loop within the loop that goes clockwise. And imagine...
Oh, wait, is this the one that goes to Telford?
Yes.
So what happened in Telford that made him turn round, made Charles II turn round and go...
He got to Telford and just went, the pubs are shit here. I'm going back to Boscobel House. The beer's off. The cider's rubbish. Fuck this. No, I don't really know. I can't remember. Sometimes it's all a bit of a blur what Charles II got up to. But he was always trying to escape to Scotland. And I think by the time he got to Telford, there were so many roundheads everywhere. He thought, you know what, this isn't working. Maybe we should go in a different direction. So tomorrow we're at Boscobel House twice, which is where he hid up the oak tree. And you would think that a 400-year-old oak tree would be this incredibly large, beautiful, historic tree. And I saw it on my recce, and it's this half-dead stump with one twig coming out of it, with railings all the way around it to try and keep it alive. It's the most tragic tree you'll ever see. I'll try and get a picture of it tomorrow, but it's tragic. If Do-Badders had a memorial tree, it's what the Do-Badder memorial tree would look like. You know, the G-Law, when he finally blows up and gets killed on a race, or someone punches him in the face on the tube and he dies. It would be what like the G-Law memorial tree would look like. You know, a little bit dead, a little bit depressing.
Well,
yeah.
Well, okay. Well, that's brilliant, man. So, Well, good luck for tomorrow, and I'll catch up with you at the end of tomorrow, or in the middle, or whenever I can be bothered to phone.
Yeah, look, give me a call at 3 a.m. I'm happy to take a call then. That'll be.
I have to keep checking to make sure that you're not asleep or anything. With all your polyphasic sleeping, i.e., power napping.
Well, actually, it's very easy. Actually, on a 625-mile race, it's easier to assume I'm awake. That's the rule of thumb I'm going with. Because generally I am.
But cool. You sound in good spirits. You sound in a good mood. Don't know whether you switched it on or.
I'm all right. Yeah, no, I'm completely pretending. It's all smack, isn't it? I'll just carry on crying once I've hung up.
Well, good luck, man. We're all really
Better
impressed.
bye bye.
Bye bye bye. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're all rooting
fuck
for
you.
you. We're all rooting for you, and please, more drama tomorrow if possible.
We'll
We
do what
love
we
that.
can.
We love that.
Also, if you see Chris Reese, can you thank him? His missus has been sending me nudie pics of her, and it's really helped.
Who's Chris
She's Miller
Reese?
Smashes.
Who's Chris Reese?
Sorry, Pete Reese. Sorry.
Oh, see, it started,
Just
isn't
thank
it?
Pete. Oh, it's mind games.
Your madness has gone. It's
I've got
getting
all
to you.
confused. But basically, Miller Smash has been sending me naked pictures, and I was just thanking Pete for it. It was really sweet of her. Yeah, it's been good.
Right, man. Better stop talking. Right, cheers,
Yeah.
man. Good luck,
Bye.
and
Yeah. Phew. Okay. Good.